A glorious and a wonderful morning to an amazing, incredible, and inspiring individual who is watching me right now. That's none other than you. Thank you for joining me on board Inspiration with Dr. Sylvia Forchap Likambi. It's a pleasure and privilege to have you wherever you are joining me from. I just thought I'll stop by briefly again, as usual, to inspire you this morning. And today I will look at overcoming those limiting beliefs that we hold. First of all, what are the limiting beliefs? I will do it in two parts, all right, because it is quite vast and I will not be able to cover everything in the short time that I'm here with you. First of all, the limiting beliefs are any belief we hold that limit us, that hold us back, that make us not able to fulfill our purpose or to maximize our maximum potential. These beliefs will enable us to stay, to thank you for joining me. Thank you. You're welcome on board. I'll be here very briefly again. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you on board. Well, I was saying those limiting beliefs are any beliefs that will hold us back, that will make us not accomplish our maximum potential and fulfill our purpose. We always say our thoughts, define who we become. This is because our thoughts stem from the fundamental beliefs we hold. Our beliefs are so paramount, are so fundamental, are the pillar that hold and shape who we become today and who we will become tomorrow in the future. Because our thoughts will shape, our beliefs will shape and develop our thoughts. Well, those beliefs that you hold, that will not make you prosper, that will not make you progress, are limiting. And this is a time that you have to start overcoming those beliefs. Thank you for joining me. And how do we overcome the beliefs? First of all, I want you to understand that you should only believe to what God says about you. And He says you are wonderful and beautifully made. You are created in His image. He is the Almighty God. He is the Creator. He is the Divine. He is so powerful. And He says He's not giving you a spirit of fear, but of love, sound mind, and power, and courage, in other words. So, you actually should hold those beliefs, the beliefs that show that you are powerful, the beliefs that shape and define who you are and who you become. First of all, those beliefs will be linked to your strengths. So I want you to think about, thank you, my darling, yesterday. What are those great strengths that you hold? Your strengths will never put you behind. Your strengths will make you excel. Your strengths will make you prosper. You are defined according to your strengths. You can never be defined according to your weakness. When you start thinking and believing in your weaknesses and magnifying that and thinking about them, then you are holding some limiting beliefs, because your weaknesses will never define you. Your weaknesses will never define who you will become or what you will become. Let's take, for example, I like to be very practical, giving very, very easy and practical examples. My eyes can never be defined by their weaknesses, by what they cannot do. My eyes are defined by their strengths, by the fact that they can see. And when we think about the eyes, focusing on the strengths, believing on the strengths, what it can do, then guess what? Those are really beliefs that make us thrive. When we think about the weaknesses of the eyes, what the eyes cannot do, like the eyes cannot breathe, those are limiting. If we want to make the eyes breathe, we'll hold ourselves back. The eyes will never breathe. You will destroy the eyes. It's the same way. What are your weaknesses? You know what? Humans will want to define you by your weaknesses. Humans want to know your weaknesses, so they expose you. And that's why I understand why it says, put on the whole armor of God when you go out. And it says the belt of truth. Because your belt, imagine if you're a male or you're putting a belt, your trousers, it holds your trousers firm. So it covers your nakedness in other ways, So your weakness, because the enemy wants to expose you. And he understands that exposing you is by exposing your weaknesses. In other words, when you are naked, so you become ashamed. So don't let anyone ever define you by your weakness. Don't you go about focusing on your weakness, what you cannot do. Try to work on that if it's necessary for you to fulfill your purpose. If it's not necessary for you to fulfill your purpose, you know what? God did not give you that strength because it was irrelevant. And maybe you need some other person. I've received a mail. Maybe you need some other person, to help you in that area where you are weak. You were never born to fulfill that. Take an example again, the eyes. The eyes was never designed to breathe. The eye should never struggle or focus on the weakness that it cannot breathe. It needs the nose to do the function, and that's why as humans, we are meant with different goals, different strengths for the edification of humanity. With my greatest strengths, I add value to you, and where I am weak, I might need you to add value to me in that area. So, thank you for joining me, Mary. Thank you as well. It's a great pleasure having you on board. It's a pleasure. I'll be leaving soon. I need to take my kids to school. Again, what you hold as your core beliefs will shape you, will define you. You should only hold the beliefs according to what your Heavenly Father says about you. Hold the beliefs that are linked to your strengths and not those that are linked to your weaknesses. And don't let anybody today or in the future put you down based on your weaknesses. You must become aware, first of all, of the beliefs you hold. Some of us hold beliefs that are limiting, that come from our parents. And that's why as parents, it is fundamental that we bring our children up, believing in themselves, in their potential, in their uniqueness, in the power instilled in them by the divine God. So when you bring your children up that way, that's something that I will never compromise on. I hold on that belief, on those great values that I hold, according to the way that God created me, and that will bring my greatest purpose and fulfillment. And you should not compromise. Never change your belief because you want to please anyone, or because people around you don't hold those same beliefs. Even if you're, with a friend, don't change your beliefs, your core beliefs, not the limiting beliefs, remember, the core beliefs that shape and define who you are. Never change it to please a friend, to please anybody on planet Earth, because you will be compromising on your values, on who you truly are, and that will be pretense. So as you go about today, you need to overcome any limiting beliefs that you hold. Some of those negative beliefs. Thank you, then Darren. Thank you for joining me. I know you're having an amazing time. You really need that. Have a wonderful time. Great. So those beliefs that you hold as you're going on today, wherever you are, tomorrow or in the future, you should think about it. You must become aware of the beliefs you hold. Are those beliefs edifying? Do they build and shape you? The beliefs that you're passing on to your children, are they edifying? Do they build and shape them and give them confidence, or they bring them down? First, you need to take that stock, make the assessment, and take note of any belief that is not actually, that is not actually taking you further, that is not making you to thrive or to move you further to fulfill your purpose. Take note of that and ask yourself, all the beliefs you hold today, are they yours? Or they are beliefs of friends, of relatives, of maybe parents. Some of those parents believe in things that you don't know why they believed in, but that were not valuable, that are not productive, that are so limiting. Are you believing in that because your parents said so? And let me make this very clear. I want you to understand that your beliefs are like a seed, okay? An orange seed, it is obvious that when the orange seed is sown, it will only produce oranges. Am I right? Your beliefs are merely beliefs until they take roots and start producing, the fruits that they deserve to produce. So those beliefs are just seed. If it's your father's belief, your mother's belief, they are so negative, you know what? They are just seed and they are dead. Every seed is dead. If you don't nurture a seed, the seed will remain a seed for life and will never produce the fruit that it is destined to produce. So for example, your father or your mother believes you're stupid, you're dumb, you're not good enough. That's merely seed and it's dead unless you give it life by thinking about it over and over again. And where do you give it life? In your thoughts. That's why your thoughts are so paramount. Your thoughts will shape who you become, because your thoughts define and give life to whatever belief you hold. They are the roots that will go down into the ground, and the deeper they go, the deeper you think about that. Yeah, I'm not good enough. I'm not this. I'm not successful. I'm limited. The more you think about that, you are giving roots, and your roots are going deep down. And guess what? We fit any plant through the roots, and the deeper you go with those roots into the soil, that's how you fit that negative belief, and it will grow to produce of its kind. By the fruits they will know them. Any negative will only produce the negative fruits. But remember again, the beliefs are merely seed. So any belief you hold right now, it is only seed. Don't think about it again and again. Think about the contrary. If it's a belief that you're stupid, for example, I really don't like saying words like that. You just want to think about a belief, an alternative belief, which will counteract that and neutralize it. I'm intelligent. A belief that says you're not good enough, I am excellent. And you know what? You think about over and over again. In other words, you're sowing the seed of excellence. And what you sow, you will reap. Over time, that's why people say, fake it until it becomes real. Because by that time, you're not believing it. Because throughout your life, growing up, all you have heard, you're not good enough. You are this, you are that, is a negative. So it will be hard for you to start believing. Your conscious mind will be like, hey, come on, what are you talking about? I've known you always like someone who is not good enough, someone who is dumb, someone who is not good at this, someone who is negative. That's what I've known you always. So your conscious mind will be trying to, analyze it and telling you otherwise. So it might be hard for you to believe in that which you are cultivating that will be positive and help to make you prosper in life. So just keep saying it. And when you say it over and over again, your conscious mind literally, in a way, give up and pass it on to your subconscious mind. And our subconscious mind is great. Whatever is stored there will be produced. And so your thoughts now, as you think, you are giving roots. So whatever you believe, the positive beliefs, keep pronouncing them today. Don't focus on your weakness as you go around today. Your weaknesses never define you. Don't focus on your children's weaknesses. Focus on your strengths and let them set that foundational beliefs that they are wonderful, they are unique, they are beautiful, they are so excellent, they are exceptional. They can achieve all that they put their mind to. So you want to tell your children that above all, if you don't believe that, you cannot tell your children. So it starts from you. We can only give what we have. You can never give what you don't have. If you don't believe you are wonderful, you are excellent, and you don't keep telling yourself of those, thriving beliefs, those beliefs that are prosperous, and you live out those beliefs that are limiting, then unfortunately you will not be able to tell that to your children as well, because you hold on those negative beliefs. So if you know that your words, become actually the stem. So once you've done that, you've got that belief. It's a seed, remember. Seed is dead unless sowed, nurtured, and you nurture it through your thoughts. So unless you start thinking over again, those beliefs will never become life, that are limiting. Whatever you think over and over again, that's why it says, as a man thinks, so it becomes, because you give roots to the belief you hold. You give roots to whatever you've sown. If it's negative, it will produce negative. And the moment you start speaking, guess what? That's why it says your words are life or death. You know what? Your words are the stem. At the moment, we don't know what your beliefs are. We don't know what you think. So imagine all of that. The roots are under the ground. Nobody sees the roots. Nobody sees the seed. Once it's been sown, your beliefs are within you. But when you start speaking, you cannot speak of what is not in you. And that's why it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. You cannot blame Sylvia. I cannot blame you, Darren, or whoever is watching me for speaking in a negative way. No. Our beliefs actually stem our thoughts. Our thoughts will now come out. When it shoots, it comes out of the ground. That's our words. And our words will build or destroy us. If they are limiting beliefs, it will only lead to limiting words, negative words, destructive words that will destroy us and kill us slowly. But if they are positive and constructive beliefs, it will lead to, the roots that will nurture it, and eventually positive and constructive thoughts that will build and edify us. So I just want to challenge you today. I will go on, later on, maybe tomorrow, I'll take on the next part of this, how we can overcome this limiting beliefs. You don't overcome beliefs by fighting. It's a powerful tool. It's the mind. Like I said, the mind is the roots. That's where thank you. Wow. It's a pleasure, Darren. Have fun, enjoy yourself, and keep building those thriving, great beliefs that actually can make you become the best version of yourself and fulfill your purpose on planet Earth. So we'll look tomorrow after our words, our words become our actions, and our actions, when we do it over and over again, our actions are now the fruits. The things I do, you see, it's evident. You don't need to think about who Sylvia is. When I act in a way, that's my fruit. You know me. And when I act in a way over and over again, it becomes a habit. We don't struggle. We don't struggle to repeat habits. Scientific evidence have shown that when we do something over and over in 21 days, it becomes a habit. Try that. Challenge yourself and try that. So imagine that you're so negative. You believe you're not good in something. Take 21 days from today. Believe you are good in that. Think about it over and over, consistently. Do not stop. And eventually you speak, you write it down. Words can be written, words can be spoken. So you speak and then you write it down. When you write it down, it's like you cement it. It's like you put an engraving. It becomes real. It lifts your mind to actually be on planet Earth, and it's stabilized, and that becomes who you are. Because when I speak, it just goes to the air, and it's gone, of course, but it touches people and all of that. Let me see what Darren said. There we Ash. Oh, thank you. Thank you, wonderful Darren. It's a great pleasure to be with you all. Just go out there today, believing in what will make you greater, what will make you better, what will edify you. All those beliefs that people have put on you, even if it's in your past, we've all made mistakes. We still make mistakes in life. That's the one key. As a human, we are imperfect. There is no perfect human on earth. We'll make mistakes again and again. Myself, I'll make mistakes again and again, but I will learn from my mistakes. Don't let your past hold you back. Maybe in your past, you've done some terrible things. Don't let that hold you back. That is not who you are right now. Who you are right now will be designed or will be determined by the beliefs you hold about yourself in the now, and the thoughts that those beliefs will shape and develop. Those will define you. So please let go of your past. Let go of anything that's holding you back. Anyone that has said negative to you, your parents, your friends, shake it off and don't take that on board. They are dead seed. No belief. If everybody's belief were life, every human will believe in God today. Am I right? Even God himself cannot make us believe in us, because when we don't think, when we don't give life to that belief, we cannot believe in him. We cannot blame people for the beliefs we hold. It's all down to us, and it takes knowledge for us to understand that we are the ones who give life to whatever beliefs. Hi Ash. It's a good friend. Oh yeah, wonderful. Darren is amazing. He's an amazing gentleman, and it's really a pleasure meeting him. Really funny, always hilarious, and he has a great vision to change the world. And I wish him well, and I strongly believe that that vision will come to life. Darren will be changing the world. I really look forward to seeing his great book to inspire others. Thank you all. Darren, just keep believing that, thinking about it over and over, it becomes life. You speak it, you write it down, it is engraved. It is designed to take place. I love you all. God bless you. I need to take my kids to school today. It was a pleasure. Go and believe in the things that will build, edify, and shape you, and nothing less than that. Your beliefs are key, but above all, your thoughts. Your thoughts give life to your beliefs. So go and be careful about the thoughts you actually have. God bless you. I love you all. Hi, sweetheart. That's my son. What do you want to say? What do you believe, sweetheart? Tell me what you believe in yourself.
I believe that I can enter an academy
Wonderful. And what else? And you tell mommy no one can change, your goal and your dream, whatever you believe you will accomplish, isn't it? Okay, I love you, sweetheart. God bless you. God bless you all. Thank you. And just keep telling your children just great beliefs about them. They're unique. They're wonderful. They're destined for greatness. Love you all. Thank you. God bless you.